Okay, so this is my second take. I don't like recording videos, but I just felt the need to talk about something that's bothering the fuck out of me. Like, I gotta be real. Like, it's really bothering me. It's on me bad. But first of all, good evening and good night to some of y'all, cause it's 11:40 at night. I'm looking like this because I'm finna get ready to go to bed, but I just need to talk about something before I did go to bed. But I don't do videos for X, Y, and Z reasons, but who am I to say I don't do videos? God want me to do a video, so I'm gonna do a video. I prayed before I did this video. But anyway, let me just go ahead and get to the point because I'm rambling because I'm a little nervous. I know a lot of y'all may or may not know about the skin condition that I deal with, Hidradenitis Suppurativa. I talked about it a little bit on Facebook, and it went, I'm not even gonna say it went viral. I just gonna say that enough people saw it. A good amount of people saw it. Like, and this was probably about 2 years ago when I posted it about my condition and like how it affects me and stuff like that. So that's what I'm here to talk about now, because I'll say the past month, like, I've been on and off with this extreme depressive episode. I get depressed a lot dealing with this condition because it takes a lot out of me. And it's been real heavy considering the fact that I have to deal with everyday shit on top of dealing with like a debilitating condition. But this past week, like, been hell. This past week been hell. Like, I'm talking about crying nonstop and pain, stressing, anxiety, whatever depressive thoughts I was having, they worsened. Like, this off subject, but like, some of the people closest to me know, like, I be having like real vivid and lucid dreams and whatnot, and a lot of shit be happening in my dream state. So like the past like week or so, like, it's been like spiritual attacks I've been having through my dreams, and I already know like where it's coming from, but it's just been real rough. And one of my triggers, because I know a lot of people that deal with this condition, like, we all have triggers, like what triggers it, what's going to trigger a flare-up. And one of mine's is stress. And so I'm going to assume the fact that I've been like stressed out about certain shit that I'm not going to talk about in this video. I'm going to talk about it with the therapist that I plan on going to see. But this is the first time in the 6 years that I've been dealing with this condition where I have had a flare-up in every single part of my body that I could possibly get one. So just to do a recap of the post, if you haven't seen it or if you even care to know. So this is considered an inflammatory disease, an autoimmune disease. I basically, long story short, I get these cysts, boil-like abscesses in the areas where I like to say where the sun don't shine. So if you just, can be anybody, and you just look at me, you can be like, oh, Nita, what skin condition that you got? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with your skin. Like, you got a blemish here and there, a little bump or something. Like, but what are you talking about? Okay, well, you're not going to see it just looking at me unless you, like, the motherfucker that I'm fucking on, like, unless you intimate with me, or unless I just tell you or show you, you're not gonna see it. Because the people that deal with this, we get this under our arms, in our private parts, on or in between our butt cheeks. I know a lot of people, especially people that are like extremely obese, like especially if they have rolls. Some people get them in between their rolls. But for me, mine is in my inner thigh, I have some that's on my labia, on the outside of my lady parts. I got a new area now where I'm being affected. It's in the crease between my thigh and my lady parts. I got one at the top of my butt crack in between the cheeks, and I got one under each breast. And then I got one under this armpit that's under my skin. Like you can't see it. And yes, I got hair on my arms, I don't give a fuck. But it's a lump right here under my skin. And eventually I don't know, you might can see like the inflammation of it. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, when I say that I feel like this gotta be addressed in this manner so people can understand, and I feel like I'm meant to speak on the behalf of anybody else that's dealing with this, like, and I'm pretty sure it's in private. Like, this ain't something that you really just want to talk about. Like, the shit is embarrassing. It's gross to most of us. Makes you very, 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 very insecure and very self-conscious of it. But I literally had to watch a few of the YouTube videos of people that deal with this to even get the courage to make my own video. Because I was supposed to make videos years ago, but I just didn't have the confidence to do so. But I got it now. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because if you know somebody that's dealing with this or just dealing with any type of debilitating illness, like, bro, be patient with them. Be understanding. Be loving. Be empathetic. Because the depression and the anxiety that comes with this condition is like on some whole nother level shit. Like, it's on a whole different type of level. Like, and I know, like, when people be saying I'm depressed and I'm anxious and this and this and that, and you go and vent to somebody, you know, most of the times people can say the right things and it'll get you out of it. But I know for me, like, I'm a strong person. I know I am. I don't need nobody else to tell me that. But the strong person gets tired too. The strong person definitely gets tired. Like, and in my moments of vulnerability and weakness, like, sometimes that's all I just want to be is vulnerable and weak. Like, I just want to, whatever this, everything that I took on while being strong. And when I say took on, the fact of, like, getting up, going to work, going to the grocery store, trying to socialize with people, like, everything that requires your energy, and I don't fucking have it, that builds up when I have to just live. Like, it's exhausting to just live because you got a condition that is consistently and persistently attacking your body, trying to take you the fuck out. Like, for real, like, and I'm just tired of being in the dark about, like, what I be feeling sometimes. Like, I don't be meaning no harm when I don't answer my phone for people, or when I don't text back, or if I don't want to go out, or if I don't want to do this or do that. Like, I know I've been told in the past, like, somebody I used to associate myself with wanted to go out, and I just didn't have the energy to do it. And so the next day, like, when I asked them, like, did they end up going, they was basically like, you know, nah, like, because you kind of took me out the mood of it. And I'm just like, well, fuck, like, that wasn't my intentions. Like, don't let me stop you from going or doing what you need to do. It's just, I just didn't have the energy. So that, like, stuff like that, like, makes me, like, pull back. And then, let's just say, like, shit, if I end up talking to a friend one time and I took, like, a mental health day off from work, like, I just I just couldn't do it. Like, bro, like, I got tired of putting on this front like I'm not dealing with what I'm dealing with, and like I'm not fucking fatigued. Like, really, I'm saying tired and fatigued and exhausted, but those words are light words to describe like how I fucking feel. But anyway, like, I just took a day off, and now I'm getting deemed as lazy. And I'm like, this person know I'm not no lazy person. Like, come on now. Like, bro, I'm tired. Like, my body is tired. And then my work ethic, like, I will work. Anybody know me know I will work. 9 times out of 10, if I ain't at home, that's where I'm at. I'm at work. If I ain't in my full time, I'm doing one of my little side hustles. I'm gonna work. But then I end up getting burnt out. So it's just a lot, just trying to maintain, keep a positive mindset. And then all in the midst of that, I still be here for other people. I still listen to other people vent about what they got going on, trying to be that, that shoulder to cry on, that listening ear, that supportive family member, that supportive friend and stuff like that. And then it just be seeming like sometimes when the strong person finally have their weak moment, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, shit, you gotta be strong. You gotta be, superwoman and everything all the time. That's what it feels like. And I know, like, that ain't nothing but the depressive thoughts and my ego, shadow, devil, whatever you want to refer it to as. They're just telling me that, like, people don't give a fuck. But in those moments, that's what it feels like. I ain't gonna lie. It feels like that. But yeah, the depression and anxiety that I deal with this condition, like, it's next level. And most of the times, like, I can snap out of it. Like, I don't need to reach out to other people. Like, anybody that really know me, know I always been like that. Like, bro, I handle shit on my own. Like, my misery don't like company. I will, and sometimes it's not good. Like, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to take pride for this, but like, I will realize suffer in silence before I reach out to people. Like, cause I just want to get it done on my own. But when I'm not in like an ego state of mind, like, I'ma handle shit on my own. But I'm trying to, I guess this is a way, like, this is a new outlet that I'm trying to partake in, to see, like, if this is going to not only help me, but help other people by talking about it. Because this ain't something that needs to be kept a secret. This ain't something that needs to be hidden, because this shit can take you out. Like, when I posted about it on Facebook a couple years ago, it was a lady that reached out to me, like, for remedies and just needing somebody to talk to. And she would reach out to me, like, pretty often. And, like, the last time she reached out to me, she let me know, like, she was in hospice. And her condition got so bad, and I'm pretty sure she probably had, like, other health conditions, but she ended up with cancer. And she messaged me while she was in hospice, and she let me know that, she loved me and just to take care of myself. And then probably like a couple of weeks, a short time after, I saw that her son had posted on her Facebook page that she had passed away. And I'm just like, damn. And I could tell, like, in her messages that I'm a complete stranger to her. She don't know me from a can of paint. She just know that I'm the girl that posted about a condition that she has, that she been dealing with for years, that she never talked about. But the fact that she felt comfortable enough to open up to me about what she was dealing with, like, me just using my intuition and just reading her messages, I could tell, like, bro, like, she she just been wanting somebody to talk to about it. Like, almost like a helpless energy that I got from her. Like, and when I think about all the people that I talk to through Facebook, and y'all, I talk to people all across this country and all across this world because my post got shared in so many different places that it kind of put me in a position to where, like, the pressure is on. Like, I kind of knew, but I didn't fully know, like, what I was doing. Like, when I made that post, I think I was in, like, I was in a position that I am now. Like, I almost kind of, like, it's not desperate, but it's just needing to release this shit, like, to whoever or whomever will listen, in the hopes that it's gonna not only help me, but help somebody else. But I really just feel like God put me in a position to deal with this so I can help and heal others. I don't have all the details. That's the only thing I know right now. That's the only thing I feel. And it's like, it's a struggle. Like, the number one thing that I can really just say that I know is going to help this is my diet. Like, I have to convert to a plant-based diet. And let me tell you something, and I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. Like, the shit is a struggle. Like, the shit is a struggle. Like, trying to go from eating so unhealthy because that's how you were brought up, that's what you know, to converting to something that is foreign. It's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of patience, consistency, dedication. And with me dealing with this within this last month, but really this week, it was almost like a voila moment. It's like I've been beating myself up about, like, all the times that, like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what I'm supposed to be eating, but yet eating the things that's causing these flare-ups and stuff like that. And it was almost like a voila moment. Like, Nita, you can only do so much. That's number one. Number two, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you're not going to get the results that you want overnight. And I know I be looking for overnight results because I'm tired of suffering. Like, I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Like, I'm tired. Like, the way I'm feeling, like, I want to cry. But I feel like I done cried so fucking much, y'all. I done cried so much. I feel like I'm kind of like all cried out. And also, too, I took some ashwagandha because that helps with stress and shit. So that's probably, like, where this calm demeanor, like, so I'm pretty sure I'll probably cry in later videos. But right now, I really just don't have any more tears in me, like, because that shit don't do nothing but add stress. But I really just came to the realization that a lot of my depressive thoughts is coming from shit that I never healed. Things that I never healed from. Hence why I mentioned earlier in the video that I'm going to go and see a therapist. But I'd say probably about a year now, maybe longer than that, I realized that I am an emotional eater. So I got this fear surrounding vulnerability. So I'm just not so quick to open up and talk about how I'm feeling. Like, I am going to pray. I'm going to go to God. Like, I feel the most comfortable with my emotions with God. But people, I got some real life trust issues. Like I said, I'm not trying to get into all that into this video because we'll be here all night and I'm really ready to go to bed. But I just realized, like, a lot of my eating habits is tied to my emotions. and I keep relapsing and falling short. Like when I start on the conversion to the plant-based diet, like I can do it and then think about something or feel something and I'm going to my comfort foods. And that shit is not helping me. Like, it's making things so much more difficult than what it has to be. So my plan is to go back to therapy and get some professional help, like with my mental, emotional state. And it's certain spiritual practices that I'm not ready to talk about and I'm not going to talk about on this video that I partake in that helps me spiritually. And I have my people that I go to for spiritual support. But I definitely have to do something about my mental and my emotional, because those two are really, really my main blockages from getting the help and getting the results that I need. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm probably finna wrap this up because I feel myself like getting anxious. Like I'm realizing that I'm recording this video and yeah, see, I keep looking away from the camera. Trying not to think too much about it. Just trying to do what I prayed for before I even start this video, is just basically get the message out to whoever may need it, to be informative, because, you know, I done reached out to people, like, or I done told people about, like, how I'm feeling and stuff, and I didn't get the support that I feel like I should get, but I had to calm down and try my best not to lash out on people, because it's not their fault that I'm going through this, but I just feeling like, okay, now is not the time for me to be hearing all, like, what y'all talking about. I'll probably be more receptive of it, like, once I'm out of this energy that I'm in, but yeah, I feel myself now just feeling a sense of release, just even recording this video. Even if I do or don't post it, I don't know. I may. We'll see. Anyway, because I don't want to start crying on here. I ain't ready for all that yet. Like, just being all vulnerable with people like that. I'm a work in progress. But, just really trying to learn how to take one step at a time. Like, I be trying to do too much. Like, like I said, that I wanted this video to be as authentic and transparent and real as possible. I didn't want to come up here with no bullet points and no notes as to what I was going to talk about. I wasn't trying to come with no all did up and stuff like that. You see, I got these twists in my head so my hair can be curly. Now the only thing that I intentionally did that was premeditated before I did this video was I wore what I got on, which looks like nothing, but I have to wear what's comfortable to me dealing with my condition. My plans was to, like, physically show y'all in a live recording, like, what's going on up under these clothes that you can't see, but I thought I was ready and I was feeling all confident, but I ain't ready for that right now. I was just gonna, like, you know, try not to flash too much, but show the ones, like, under my breast and then the ones that's in my inner thigh and whatnot, because those are available to see with what I got on. And you know what? It's probably a good reason why. Well, it's a good thing as to why I'm not showing that, because I be feeling like that's what I have to do to prove myself to people, like, to justify my pain and to justify my justify my depression and trying to make people understand what I'm going through. Okay, well, I can show you better than I can tell you, but it's just like, you know what? Lately, especially going into this year, I adapted the mindset like, bro, fuck explaining myself. Like, either you understand or you don't. Either you're going to be supportive or you don't. Either I'm not finna go through hoops explaining myself anymore. That part of me is damn near completely dead. Like, I only be giving explanations now about anything dealing with me is because I care about people and I just want you to know. But like, I'm getting to the point like, bro, I'm not gonna be explaining myself about nothing. So it's a good thing that, you know, that just came about, that feeling just came about to not show it, because I ain't got shit to prove. Like, me and God know what's going on up under these clothes. It's like my granddaddy always tell me, everything happened for a reason. And I know what I'm going through it ain't just about me. It's a reason why I'm going through what I'm going through. And I know part of the reason is I have to go through this because it's going to help other people. But I first have to go through it myself. I have to deal with it myself. So that's just what I gotta do. Yeah, I think that's about it, because I don't want to keep rambling. I really didn't expect this video to be this long. I'm kind of tired of talking about it too, because I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. But I did just want to get this out here. It's 12:07. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a wrap. The only thing I can say, and this is specifically for the people that's dealing with this condition along with me, like, find you a place of peace. Don't give up. I know how depressing this shit can be. I know how draining it could be. And I know how lonely it feels. But whatever your spiritual or religious beliefs are, just know there's a God, there's a higher power that's always with us. And I promise you, if you just be vulnerable enough to pray, meditate, however your spiritual or religious practices consist of, you are going to get the help. You're going to get the resources you need. Like, everything is going to fall into alignment for you. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let nobody downplay what you feel, especially these doctors. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But especially these doctors. Don't let nobody downplay how the fuck you are feeling. You know how you feel better than anybody. You know what you got going on better than anybody. So don't let nobody try to tell you about yourself. Not saying that nobody can't tell you about yourself, because there are people on the outside that can see things that you may not see, or you may be in denial about, and they may call you out on it. But when it comes down to what you know for a fact, don't let nobody tell you nothing different, man. Keep trying to find what works for you. Keep researching, keep looking, just don't give up. Just don't give up. I love y'all. I'm finna go because I'm finna start crying. Okay.